Okay, so I did some math and I know this is not a laughing matter. It's, of course, I find a way to make a fool of everything. But I was kind of stressed earlier today, and so I thought, all right, let me try and see if I can come up with a solution and do what I do best, and that's crunch some numbers and act a fool. So, came up with something. All right. Just hear me out. I promise it's not going to be absolutely absurd. So, there are 45,284,752 black people in America. That's 14.6% of the population. Now, I looked it up on the Googles, and cruise ships can carry about 4,000 people per ship. And the search for send black people back to Africa has gone up 100% since last year. Check out Google Analytics for that information. So I figured maybe we should hitch a ride and go to Africa. I know this sounds really crazy and gimmicky, but hear me out. So I calculated the average density in America per square mile, and population density. So the average population density is 106.6 square miles, and 106.6 people per square mile. So I use that to figure out exactly how much space we would need in Africa. So here's my plan. If we have all of the major leaders in Africa come together and they all move around a little bit of space, everybody moves around a couple of square miles. It's not that big a deal. You find a little bit of space, we put it all together, and then we have African America right in there, right? So if we have an African America, then we can do our things. And then we take all of our culture and all of the awesome things we built and move over there to African America, and we have that for ourselves. And then the countries of Africa give us about 10 years to pull it together, and then we'll start trading with everybody once we figure some stuff out and we really get our African American legs and start figuring out, right? So I calculated just how much land we would need with a population density of 106 people per square mile, and we would need 42,322 square miles. I want to say my chicken scratch is a little bad right now, but we only need about 40,000 square miles. That is less than half the size of Ghana. So it's really not that much land. And there are black people in the South who eat chitlins. So we've really been able to master making the most out of some really terrible situations. So if everybody could just move around their land, don't give us all the desert part, give us a little bit of coast maybe. We'll make it work. We'll figure it out. So we only need about 42,000 square miles, but here's what I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask the governments, I'm going to ask the leaders of all the countries in Africa if they could give us $60K, because it's a negotiation. I'm going to ask for a little bit more than I need, and then, you take it back. So I crunched the numbers. That's 45 million black people in America, and if we all got on ships, 4,000 people per ship, we only need 11,322 ships. Okay, here's how we're going to handle that. So a cruise ship cost about it was about $500 per person to travel on this ship, which put us at $6.8 billion. That sounds like a lot, but hear me out. If we are guaranteed that 45 million of us are going to leave America and go to African America, I'm pretty sure they'll give us a deal. So it'll probably cost, I'm going to assume that we're only going to pay 30% of that. I crunched the numbers. That means $150 per person. But never fear, because if you can't afford $150, I figured the richer among us could probably, start a fund and start to pay for things. But here's my trick in my back pocket. The search for send black people back to Africa makes no sense, but because all of us haven't been, and we came here on a ride that they gave us. It wasn't fun, but we got here. So that search has gone up 100%. So if we put up a Kickstarter and leverage that search engine optimization, we could probably raise enough money to cover at least half of that. So we're cutting it down to about $75 per person. But we also didn't realize, but what you also don't realize is that cruise ship, some of the cost comes from the people that have to work there. So if we work the ships ourselves and take all of our stuff from America and go to African America, we should probably be fine. Like, it'll probably be less money. So I'm gonna just take it down to about $25 per person. So at $25 per person, we go from America to African America. And I'm just saying that would probably be a really cool boat ride. Like, Beyonce would be performing the whole way there. They'd probably be playing like Wipe Me Down. I'm just saying, pull up to the club, VIP, gas tank on Eva, all drinks on me, wipe me down. I'm just saying it might be a really cool trip, so consider it. And I'm only putting this on the internet and saying crazy things because having that thought today and just crunching the numbers was really nice to like feel like I had some kind of solution, even if it's absolutely absurd and absolutely ridiculous. And I don't know what to do, and I haven't felt this hopeless in a really long time. So, you know, 11,322 cruise ships is really all that's standing between us and like African America. That doesn't seem that bad, is all I'm saying. But, not the point. We shouldn't have to leave where we're from and where we were born because people don't know how to act. We shouldn't, but I have considered it before. Not that everybody likes us in other countries anyway. So, but I just want to leave you with that. It's possible. We could make it work. I'm saying it's about $75 per person. It would be a really fun boat ride. It'd be like 3 weeks of just like, I don't know, Oprah would probably give sermons and like Iyanla would try to fix our lives, and I don't know. It seems like it could be really fun. But yeah, it's just really unfortunate feeling like your life is like absolutely not important to the people who are supposed to care about you and protect you. You don't even care. You just got to protect me. I don't care if you care, but I don't really know what to say to that. But for all my friends out there, take care of yourself. This activism stuff can be a bit tiring. So I hope y'all get some good rest and you take care of yourself, and really just keep in the back of your mind that at any moment we could call up all the leaders and just ask for some land. Closed mouths don't get fed on this boulevard, okay? So if we don't ask, we'll never find out if we can get some. So, maybe. But, good night, y'all. I'm done.